Day 240 of Everyday Bible with Ada Ukabia, Ezekiel chapter 5, 6, 7, and 8. In chapter 5, God they asked the prophet to shave his head and to shave his beard. Then he would divide the hair into 3 equal parts. One not to burn, the other 1/3 not to strike with the sword, and the last 1/3 not to scatter them for wind. This strange act na symbol of how Jerusalem go come into judgment. The message be say, our choices they carry consequences. Just like the people of Jerusalem, when we ignore wisdom, when we ignore justice, and when we ignore the ways of God, we they set ourselves up for brokenness. Life they teach everybody this very simple truth. When you sow recklessly, well, you go reap pain. Sow wisely, you go reap peace. This symbolic act wey Ezekiel do, they remind everybody, make we pause and make we ask ourselves, which kind seed we dey plant with our actions today? In chapter 6, Ezekiel talk about the prophecies against the mountains of Israel. Those mountains, the people don't turn them to places for idol worship. Then suppose use those mountains, take honor God. Instead, they can do something else. Wetin be the lesson? Now all about misplaced devotion. Today, our own status might not be the same thing like the one with the people of Israel they use at that time, the stone statues where they put up. Our own idols fit be money, it fit be status, it fit be pleasure, it even fit be technology. Anything where we put above God, or anything where we put above living correctly, the way God like them, those things fit become idol. Idols, they always disappoint. Idols fit promise you, say, you get fulfillment, but then they always leave us empty. The warning from Ezekiel in this chapter 6, now for us to examine our lives. Waiting they compete for our heart's devotion. Waiting we they bow down to without even realizing. Waiting be the idol waiting for our life. I've been our idols. Now for chapter 7, we see where Ezekiel declare a state of emergency. He say, the end has come. Here they speak of the katakata, the despair, how people they throw all their silver into the street because they don't realize, say, all the money they get, enough to save them. All the wealth, the possessions, the earthly things that they bow down to, they know if you save them. When we put our trust in temporary things to carry us through life, now disappointment. In moments of crisis, the money, the possessions, the achievements, they know if you protect us from the deepest struggles we would go through. The only foundation we feel hold us up now when we depend on the truth and the life built on integrity. God's truth and life built on integrity. Now wake up call. Make you no wait until disaster before you go realize, say, the thing will really matter now for you to anchor your life to God now before it go day too late. In chapter 8, we can see the great disappointment, the great deception. How the Holy Spirit carries Ezekiel so that he go see visions of the hidden sins inside the temple. Behind closed doors, the leaders that they secretly they bow to idols while they pretend to worship God publicly. What will they do for secret? It dey matter as much as what will they do for outside, what will they do for public. Our private life supposed to reflect our true values. We know they live double life. Eventually, whatever it is where you dey hide, it will become known. The world of today, appearances, it is easy to manage. People want to see what they want to see, but God they call us for authenticity. Say, more could be original, more could not be the fake. Live your life with integrity. Make you be the same person where people they see for public and they see for private. The real measure of character now for you to remain as you be, inside and outside. The challenge of this final vision, where we see for today's reading now, waiting they happen in the hidden rooms where they inside our heart. Just like the heart they represent the temple of God. Waiting they happen there.